Okay, welcome to the first round. I won the die roll, and I think I do want to play first, even though this is a very defensive deck. I don't have any of the like fortified ramparts and stuff, so I'm not sure. Could be correct to draw first here, even though it's draft, but I think I'll just play first. This hand seems fine. It's not great, but let's make this bigger for you guys. I'm gonna keep this. I need to draw lands, but I have a good defensive creature and three spells I can play, so this seems like just a keep in general. Might be able to get a lot of my opponent's creatures with Rising Miasma, who knows. Um, so I am in an 8-4, so if I lose the first round, I will not be playing anything after this, so let's try to win as many rounds as possible. My opponent played Blister Pod, which is not very good against Stonehaven Medic, so going to play my Stonehaven Medic here. I think I want to keep Transgress the Mind because it gets one of the big cards, and I want them to have a lot of turns to draw one of those big cards, so I have more of a choice. Snapping Gnarlet. So this is an aggressive black-green deck. There's a reasonable chance that my opponent has the Tajuru Warcaller. Um, I'm gonna wait for one more turn here and use the Gideon's Reproach to get the Snapping Gnarlet here, I think. Although, I can actually wait and use Rising Miasma on it later. Yeah, I'm going to Transgress the Mind here. And then I can hopefully get a lot of stuff with Rising Miasma later in the game. Smothering Abomination, and Eyeless Watcher, and Bane of Balaged. I think Smothering Abomination is just... I mean, Bane is annoying, but I think the Smothering Abomination is just so good in this kind of deck, I have to take it. So Bane, Eyeless... Um, and then we can pass the turn. Not going to attack here. If my opponent plays Eyeless Watcher in 2 turns and I can go Rising Miasma, that's going to be pretty good. There's Evolving Wilds, so Snapping Gnarlet is going to be it's going to be big here, but that's fine. I can take this. I can gain 1 life at the end of the turn anyway, so my opponent cracking their Evolving Wilds to make this a 4-4. That's fine. And on this end step, I gain a life. Ruinous Path. So I just have to pass the turn here. Ideally, I would like to draw a Swamp next turn. Again, I think I can take this because if I draw a land, he's going to play Eyeless Watcher here, and then I can just kill everything. So I think I can take this. And then I still have the Gideon's Reproach. Yeah, so this is what I thought would happen. So I really want to draw a land here. An untapped land, preferably. That's not an untapped land. And this is pretty annoying because my opponent can now... Yeah, my opponent can play Bane if they want to now, so that's not good. If they play Bane and then I draw a Swamp, it's fine, because I can Ruinous Path it. But if they don't, then I have a problem. Bone splinters. Going to gain a life in response. So, I'm taking 5 here. I still think I can keep the Gideon's Reproach in hand here. Just drawing a land is just so good, so I'm going to take a lot of damage here, but just gonna hope I draw a land. Oh, still no land? Yeah. It's hard to win games on 3 mana. I do have an answer to the Bane now, so this is tough. I think what I do here is I hope he plays Bane next turn, then I can Stasis Snare it. Ooh. So oh, he's doing this to pump the Snapping Gnarlet. So now I can actually use Gideon's Reproach in response, so it doesn't grow to be a 5/5. And then I still have the Stasis Snare for the Bane. I'm still taking 6 damage. Ooh. I think this is the right move here. Still no land. Guess we should have played 19. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true, but I'm gonna be taking 4 next turn, putting me to 1. He's gonna play Bane and still have. I think I'm dead. Let's see what happens, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead here. I, if I could remove everything with the Rising Miasma, I would be fine, but I can't remove the Nirkana Assassin. So I think. Yeah, I can't win this anymore. So I think what I have to do here is just concede and not show them the Stasis Snare. That's unfortunate. I think this game was very winnable if we just drew 1 more land, so. There's not really anything I want to bring in here, I don't think. Like, the combat tricks are probably not great against them. Or Castigator just dies against all the things like Blister Pod, so I don't think that's great. Still, yeah, I think I keep the deck as I have it right now. And I'm going to play first because there's a reasonable chance that they have like the Trajuru Warcaller and or Swarm Surge. And I think those cards are good when you're on the play, so I don't want them to be on the play. I am kind of regretting not taking that late Ondu Rising in the draft. Yeah. Okay, so yes, I will play first. This hand is just too slow, I think. I can't play the Ruinous Path. And all the other cards are basically 4 to 6 mana cards, so I'm going to mulligan here. And of course get another one of those hands. But now I have a Stonehaven Medic, which seems to be very good against his deck, so I think I have to keep this. I will keep any land, I think, so let's just. I would prefer to have a black land, but I think I just have to keep any land here, so I'm gonna put this on top. Play the Stonehaven medic here. I don't have any tree. I don't have many tree drops anyway, so I think I'm better off just waiting with the Sandstone Bridge. I might be able to attack into whatever my opponent plays next turn. Yeah, so I will be able to do that. So, man, I really wish I drew a few more lands. So we can attack in here, and then we're going to have this Snapping Gnarled attack us for 3 again, which is fine, I think. Yeah. And then we gain 1 life at the end of the turn. So do they have a play? Yes, call the Scions. Yeah, I guess I just pass the turn here. At least I have the Stasis Snare if my opponent wants to sack the Scions for something big. That's something. I don't think I have to use it here on the Snapping Gnarlets. I can take effectively 2 for a few turns. Silence Skimmer. That's a little bit more annoying, so I think I might want to kill that. I have the Demon's Grasp if I draw a Swamp to get anything that's bigger. I'm gonna wait another turn. Oh my god, I'm just randomly losing. Jeez. I did play 18 lands, right? I didn't like miscount. Playing 40 cards, so should be correct. Yeah, actually, I still think I can't play Stasis Snare here. It's just too... I'm gonna wait one more turn. Go down to 11 here. I'm gonna wait to see if he plays anything like Smothering Abomination or... Maybe I'm being too conservative here. Yeah, here I think I Stasis Snare the Silent Skimmer because I don't have a ready-made answer for it. And if he can't play a land, then the Stonehaven Medic can keep at bay one of the 2 Snapping Gnarlets. So... Okay, so here's a Swamp. And I could play Retreat here, but I actually think I need the Great Horn to block, so I'm gonna play that here first. I'm not in a good situation here, but if I draw another few lands, I could get out of this. I also have the Calastria Nightwatch Stonehaven Medic combo. Ooh, this is not good. So I haven't seen any combat tricks from this person. So is it worth it to double block here? I'm wondering. I think I almost have to, because if I take this, I'm already down to 5. And I think if they had a combat trick, they would have attacked with the Scions as well. So, yeah, let's double block here. I'm gonna lose the Great Horn, but what can you do? I hope they don't have natural connection here. That's the only trick that really devastates me. That they wouldn't know, so they don't have any tricks. Nope. Eyeless Watcher going wide. So this is where I want to draw Rising Miasma. I think that's the best card I could draw here. So I'm already at 8. Is it better here to play the Night Watch or to play Retreat and make a 1/1? I guess if I play the Night Watch, I keep it's just a more high impact play, and I keep the Snapping Gnarled at bay, unless they have Bone Splinters. But I think if they had Bone Splinters, they would have killed one of my creatures last turn. So, it's so annoying not to be able to use retreats in an efficient way. But I think playing Night Watch is just it's just better to stem the bleeding a little bit. Still mostly hoping to draw Rising Miasma here. If I draw Rising Miasma, I'm still fine, I think. That would kill their whole board and nothing of my board, and I would still have Retreat, Demon's Grasp, and Rune Processor in hand. So I think Miasma is my best draw here. Another land would also not be too bad, because I have the Silent Skimmer in exile for Rune Processor, so... here is the Bone Splinters. I really thought they would have played that the turn before. So if I block a Scion, I take 6, go down to 2, and then my only draw basically is Rising Miasma. Is that correct? I would take 5 or 6 the next. Oh, and they can make more tokens at spawning bed. Yeah, I think my only draws here are Encircling Fissure and Rising Miasma. So Rising Miasma has to be one of my first 2 cards. So whatever I block here is going to get sacked to make more tokens with the spawning bed, I think. But if I block on the Snapping Gnarled, I still take 4. And then they do it end of turn, and they have 7 spawns, so it doesn't really matter. So I might as well keep my Stonehaven Medic around, I think. So I'm gonna block one of the Scions. Unless they have like an instant speed removal spell, I think they should have made tokens with the spawning bed. But this actually, does this give me another chance? So I can play retreat, block 2 things, which means I take 3 and I can gain 1 life up to 3. That's not enough. But I might as well try it. You never know, maybe they make a strange attack or something. Pass the turn. Yeah, probably going to lose here. I think it's. I don't like saying that something is because I didn't draw, like I got mana screwed or whatever. Maybe I should have played my stasis snare differently. That's definitely possible, but I think especially the first game we just got very unlucky not to ever draw that fourth land. So this this. It's exactly lethal. Eh, what would have happened if I blocked the snapping Narlet the turn before? I guess then I would still be alive, but it's only because they didn't sack the spawning bed, so I don't think that makes it the correct play. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wish we could have done a little bit better, but hope you still enjoyed watching the draft. It was an interesting draft. I wasn't really sure what direction to go in. So if you have any comments, you can leave them in the comment section on the site or maybe the Facebook page. If you like our content, please follow us on Facebook, um, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch. We are basically everywhere. Just find us through our website, wreckingballmtg.com, and hope to see you again. Bye.